Good morning. It's Friday morning, December 6th, 2019, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. Before I forget, two things. The ebook version of Unforgivable Love is on sale until December 16th. My publisher has it available for just 99 cents. So if you haven't read it yet, this is an easy way for you to download it, and I hope you enjoy it. The second thing is we have updated my website, and we have the new information for the 2020 second edition of the Write of Your Life Writers Retreat. So I hope you'll check that out and think about joining me in September in Italy. It was a fabulous, fabulous adventure, and I hope you'll join me for the biggest creativity playdate of your life. Okay, so today I want to talk about that Peloton ad. And you know, if you know me, I spin. I don't own a Peloton, but I use the app, so I'm a big fan of Peloton. But I don't like that ad. If you've seen the ad, it's a woman who receives a Peloton for Christmas from her husband, and everyone on social media is complaining about it because the woman looks frightened and she looks like she's forced to be riding this bike for a year of her life. But that's not what bugs me about that ad. What bugs me is that at the end of the commercial, she says that she is changed. And there is absolutely nothing that indicates she has changed. You just don't see it. She was thin when she got the bike. She's still thin. Maybe something has changed for her personally, but it's not evident to us in the commercial. Now, I mention this because that's actually a fault of the writing. Whoever wrote and designed that ad didn't create a manifestation of change that will be visible to us. This can happen in writing your book or memoir. Books are essentially a story of change, right? A memoir is a story of a moment, a change in your life. A novel is a story about a character's change, someone who wants something and goes on some sort of adventure and ends up getting it or not. But that character is not the same at the end of the book as they were at the beginning. It's up to you as a writer to make sure that change is evident and that the reader can feel what has happened to this person. That change can be depicted in terms of the character's voice. It can be depicted in the choices that they make and the things that they do. One of the things I really like about my book, Unforgivable Love, is how the character of Cecily grows and changes throughout that book, to the point where I felt I had to rewrite the end to honor the changes that character went through. So think about that. This can be particularly hard to think about in your own life if you're writing memoir, because obviously you have changed. But it may not be easy for you, as the woman in the Peloton ad, it may not be easy for you to really show how that change has manifested. You may be saying, well, I'm a different person. Well, you have to figure out a way to show us that on the page. So think about that. Let me know if you have any thoughts and ideas about how to manifest change or how to show that change. It's also something to think about, and we'll talk about this next week, in terms of how your goals from earlier this year are panning out and whether or not those goals have changed you and what that looks like. I'm going to keep walking. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.